Hello everyone, so today I thought that I would answer a few questions that you all have been asking about college admissions. So I have my YouTube comments and inbox pulled up on my laptop and I'm going to answer some of your questions. So pretty much since I started doing these college admissions process videos, people have been asking me about my grades and SAT scores, and this isn't really a question that I like to answer because I don't believe that my grades or SAT scores are what actually got me into the colleges that I got into. But I will say that I did not have straight A's or anywhere close to perfect grades, and my SAT scores were pretty good, but it's not like I was getting 700 plus on every section. So this person specifically says that he's an average student who is frustrated by the SAT. I don't really know very much about the new SAT, but my personal advice would be to take it a few times, take it until you're happy with your score, because in my experience, I was able to get higher scores every time I took the test, and I didn't really study all that much in between. So for those of you who are new to my channel, I took the SAT twice in the spring of my junior year, and I took it once in the fall of my senior year, and I think that taking it multiple times really helped me to get more familiar with the test and also to learn some of the tricks. I did take a prep class with AJ Tutoring, which was very helpful, and I also used Testive and Khan Academy, which are both free SAT prep websites. So while I would suggest doing some prep, you don't have to be studying this stuff every day. You will just get better at it with time. So the next person is asking about tips to get into USF. So my advice is going to be pretty much the same for any college, but I think that this advice really does work well for USF because their motto is change the world from here. The main bit of advice that I have for anyone who's applying to colleges is to just pursue your passions. Whether it's singing, playing an instrument, making YouTube videos, building robots, programming your own app, or really anything, just pursue it and know that you're never too young to pursue your passions. I think that what really helped me get into a lot of the colleges that I got into was the fact that I really did pursue a lot of my passions at a fairly young age. With my campaign for supervisor and making YouTube videos throughout high school and doing yearbook and doing other school activities, I think they really saw that I am really passionate about what I do. And for those of you who are also YouTube vloggers, I did say that I'm a vlogger on the activities section of the Common App, so if you're a vlogger as well who's applying to college, you might want to think about doing that. The next bit of advice that ties into what I just said is to really market yourself, put yourself out there, put your work out there. If you're a singer or a musician, post videos of you making music. If you're an artist, post pictures of your art. If you're a writer, try to get your writing published. Really try to get your work out into the world so that when college admissions officers search for your name on Google, they'll be able to find all of the work that you've done and really see your passion. And when you make your accounts, make sure that you have your first and last name somewhere in your profile because you do want people to find your work. I know so many people who don't want to put their name out there, who just use their first name or a username that doesn't have their name in it. But when you make yourself anonymous, it can be really hard for people to find your work. And for those of you who might be a little bit younger or who might not know what your passions really are yet, try a bunch of new things, sign up for a bunch of school clubs, just test out different things because you will eventually find something that you love. So a lot of the other comments and questions are asking about visiting colleges, and as I've said in previous videos, visiting colleges can be a really great way to get to know a school and ask any questions that you have and to really see what the environment is like. So I've also been asked a lot about how I picked the colleges that I applied to, and I did end up visiting all the schools that I applied to, and I also made sure to only apply to schools that I actually wanted to go to. So my advice for juniors who are going to be applying to colleges soon would be to really try to visit the schools, try to learn as much as possible about them, and really only apply to schools that you would actually go to because it does cost a lot of money to send your SAT scores and to actually apply to the schools. I know a lot of people who apply to 15 or even 20 schools. Don't feel pressured to apply to any schools that you don't really like. I only ended up applying to 7 schools. Just make sure that you're applying to schools that you actually like, and also if you're only applying to a small number of schools like I did, I would recommend having some reach schools, some safety schools, and some schools that are in the middle so that you can be sure that you'll get into at least one college. So that's all I have for this video. If you have any other questions, feel free to leave them in the comments below, and maybe I'll make another one of these videos sometime in the future. So I hope that you all have a very good rest of your day, and I'll see you all very soon with a new video. Goodbye.